Hey guys, mukbang, 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 mukbang. Hello, testing, testing. Hah? Lagi tiap kami nak rasa ajar topik kelas C. Ai? How? How did you watch my stream with them this morning? Did you watch this YouTube as well? Hafiz? I used YouTube this morning. We don't use Google Meet at all. There is a reason for that. Okay, I think the latency here is okay. I choose low latency rather than normal latency. Maybe I'm going to sacrifice the quality a little bit. Okay. Subscribe. Oh, betul juga because you are subscribed. Alright, you will receive the notification whenever I'm doing my live. Okay. Let me check the latency first. Let me calculate the second starting from when I put my hands up. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7 seconds of delay. That's it. 7 seconds of delay starting from when I put my hands up. So I guess we can have quite a real-time interaction here. It may not be as low as Google Meet interaction, and I don't plan to use the last one here. The ultra low latency is actually best for real-time interaction, but I think this would be okay. This would be good enough for our session this afternoon. Subscribe. Okay, subscribe guys, gratis. Alright, I'm gonna mute my iPad so then you don't hear me talking twice. Alright, how many of you already? 12 already inside. Okay, for those who are here already, I just want to tell you that this morning I went through topic 5 with group C, but I use Google Slide for the presentation, so maybe what I'm gonna do afterward is not repeating what I have done this morning. Okay, what I'm planning to do is I will go through the Codecademy syllabus with you guys so that I have different things to say this afternoon, because I'm not gonna repeat that whole 2 hours session talking about the same thing. So you can always visit my YouTube to watch the stream with group C. So from there you will learn 2 things. One is from the Codecademy and then one is from the slide itself, the Google Slide. Actually, the part of the content from Google Slide is taken from Codecademy as well, but this afternoon I'm just planning on using Codecademy all the way. Maybe I can shorten up my session this afternoon. I'm not sure. how long would it take to finish this function topic? As you can see, there are quite a lot of them, 10 items here, but maybe we can go through this together. I hope that the connection is okay as well, because since like you see this, the problem with Codecademy is that we are dealing with server here. We are dealing with their server. Gratis. Mana yang lain nih? Okay, can you show your face down there at the chat section? Say hi, Dazron. Oh, you use that buffering ya kah? Buffering emoji. Sini yang boleh dah, Dazron. How did you get that buffering? Is there an emoji pun? Oh yeah, I do have emoji as well. Emoji. Hi. Good evening. And 1 week plus to go before Raya, and then around 2 weeks plus before Kawai. And according to MKN kan, MKN said we can only celebrate Raya during the first day aja. So unfortunately this year aktiviti ziarah untuk Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Pesta Keamatan, and Hari Gawai dibenarkan pada hari pertama sahaja. Oh, sedih. Hey, why so many of you have that buffering emoji? Where do you get that? It's not listed under my emoji pun. Even though I do have quite a lot of new emoji here, the Apple emoji. Oh, even people on wheelchair pun ada juga. You see this? People on the walking stick ada. Walking stick. People on wheelchair ada juga. I'm not sure if you have one. Lagi animal. Your brain. Type. Oh, type. How do I get that? By typing what? If you're buffering, just type buffering. Oh, I know. Okay. Now I know. Buffering. I see. Alright. Default space. Yeah. Got it. How many of you already? 20. Should be 21, right? Okay, we can almost start the stream now. It's already started, by the way. And then we are playing around for this like 8 minutes already. If you see this, it has been 8 minutes. Arman handsome, saya dah pun emoji ya. Maybe I'm just gonna stick with YouTube stream for the rest of our session for week 12, week 13 and week 14, because I do find that whenever I try to use Google Meet and then together with YouTube stream at the same time, I found out that the YouTube stream lags a lot. Yeah, it lags a lot, especially the one that I did yesterday with group group C. And I forgot to mention to you that the video that I've made with group C yesterday was meant for both group, so you consider yourself under that group as well. So you watch that video for the discussion on topic 4 tutorial. So I have discussed quite a number of questions there, but it's just that the few questions has been skipped. Maybe I will discuss on that question during our revision, because some of them is quite extensive when it comes to the looping method being used, and then some of them is not even your level. Something like finding the prime number. Finding out prime number is not as easy as just writing a simple while loop. Invalid kalimat. Emoji attack. Okay, so I guess there are 19 of you. So just now it was 20 something, 22. Okay, what happened to those of you there? All right, so let's start with the stream straight away. Okay, for those of you who just joined, okay, I will be using Codecademy for this session in the afternoon, and since I have done the topic 5 Google slide with group C, and then it was recorded this morning, so you better watch that video instead of me repeating them all over again. So I guess this is a win-win situation for both group. Okay, I'm doing this with you, and then I'm doing the one from Google slide with group C. Alright, so let's start with the function. This is topic 5. This is the final topic for you, and this will wrap up everything that you have learned inside one code. Okay, in just one code you will combine everything that you have learned, starting from the sequential structure. You're gonna have your selection structure, you're gonna have your repetition structure, all inside here combined with our function. Everything will be placed in a function. Okay, so look at this. I hope that my screen is very clear to you, and I hope my voice is also clear. As a programmer, you will find yourself reusing the same block of code over and over again throughout your program. You might not have that much experience in writing code, but when you go further later on, when you start writing your own code for the project, you will find that sometimes you need to repeat the same line over and over again. In times like this, you can turn to function. Okay, you can use function, also known as method or procedure. A function is a named group of code statements that accomplish something together, a bit like factory machine. Okay, something like this. Look at this make sandwich. You are adding quite a bunch of ingredients here. You start off with the first layer of bread, and then the cheese, and then the egg, and then what else just now? I don't know what was the last thing there. So you are making a sandwich, and it's like you're combining multiple things inside a single function. So whenever you are trying to make sandwich, you just call this function in order to complete that ingredient. There are some great reasons to use function in your code. A single line can make all that code fire off instead of a whole bunch of lines. Okay, you will see that soon. You can build dry, don't repeat yourself code reusing the code you already wrote. So you are not gonna repeat your code anymore starting from this topic. Functions help make your code flexible and modular, meaning you can group your code more easily by tasks. In fact, every C++ has at least one function. Hold on, you may be thinking, I've written some C++ program, but I have not even written any function yet. Well, it may happen. Main is a function. Main the one that you always see from topic 2 up until now, topic 4, you have written a function that is called main. Main is a function that you have already used. You will understand it a bit more as you learn how function works. Alright, take a look at the IT support conversation in main.cpp in the center panel here. Okay, Hubert. Take a look at the IT support conversation. It's a very long code. Compile, and there is a lot of repeating code. Compile and execute the code. It works. Or it asks me to compile and execute. Let's compile the code real quick. Okay, the name of the code is main, right? Main.cpp, and then execute. Yeah, it asked me to execute. So start over with slash dot slash a dot out. Okay, hello IT, have you tried running it off and on again? Yes or no? So let's just yes. Oh, hi Jen. Hello IT. Hey, hello IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? No. Let's just use other. You stole the stress machine? That's a stealing. Hello IT. Oh, really? Is that the response? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes. Okay, let's see. Compile and execute. Okay, that's it. We have done that execution. As you can see, there's a lot of repetition here. Starting from hello IT. Hello IT is being repeated 1, 2, 3 times. And then have you tried turning it off and on again has been repeated 3 times as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the rest are different things, like this is, oh, hi Jen. You see, check in with hi Jen. And then the other one is you stole the stress machine. And then there's something new in the code. But it seems like conduct IT support yet again is being repeated here. As you can see, even in the, I like the way they write the comment. You can really understand the situation here better. Yeah, because you are keep on repeating the code. If you are writing the code, you can easily copy and paste all these lines. But what if you are asked to write the code by hand, okay, manually? So then you will find it difficult for you to keep on repeating the lines there. Alright, so next, built-in functions. Okay, connecting. Before we learn how to create a function, let's go over some built-in function. Alright, okay, this is interesting. That is why I wanted to go through this Codecademy, because in my Google slide I didn't really put so much concern on other built-in functions. This morning we started off with making our own personal function, but yeah, here we go. C++ comes chock full of functions that are already created as part of the standard library. Standard library means this IO stream library, this input output stream library. That is one of the standard library that we normally use. That's why you put that using namespace std here. Okay, because this is part of the standard library. But how do we access the hidden hoard of helpful function? We gain access to various functions by including header, like cmath, to borrow some mathematical function in C++ library. And then you can also borrow something like string. Okay, when you include string library, you can use like cin.getLine function or getLine function. In fact, you may already have used a couple functions without even knowing it. With the following header, cmath, we gain the power to call square root. sqrt to find the square root of any number. Okay, I don't think I need to read this. Okay, calling a function is how we get a function to take action. To call a basic function, we just need the function name followed by a pair of parentheses like square root 9, for example. Okay, it asked me to do this. So inside of main.cpp, call random with modular operator to generate a random number between 0 and your favorite number. For example, random modular 29 would output a random number between 0 and 28. Assign the resulting value to a new int variable called the amazing random number. Print the amazing random number to the terminal. So let us do this. Okay, if you wish to do this as well, so you can create a new tab in your browser. Maybe you can put this video aside and then you put the this view at one side, so you have two screens to look at. Okay, right now we already have this seed random number generator. You don't have to worry about that. What we want to do is just the random modular number. Okay, you just follow this instruction right here. Since it asks to assign the value, the random value later on to a variable, so we need to create that variable. We have to follow the exact name here, so we have to follow the way it is written, the underscore amazing underscore random underscore number equivalent to the process itself, which is calling random function, and then you modular it with the number that you love, something like, okay, I like 46 since Valentino Rossi has that number. So this will create a random number from 0 up until it's up until 47. Let's say, okay, up until 46, or we can leave it as 46 just now. So the random number produced will be from 0 to 45. Okay, and then you will print that out using cout as usual. Cout, so we can straight away use cout here. The amazing random number. I think that's enough for our purpose here. Let us run the code. Yeah, as you can see, 30 is being generated here. If I run the code once again, I might get different result. 32. Run it again, 8. Run it again, 8. Oh, it seems like repeating. 37. I run it again, 32. I run it again, 45. Yeah, I get the last number, 40. As you can see, you can use this function in your code. If you plan on doing something random, how to use this? Okay, when you will use this kind of thing, it's like a game. Whenever you are trying to build a game, something like a rolling dice game, this is when you will make use of this random number, or something that is as random as figuring out head or tail. It's either head or tail when you flip the coin, so you will use random number to represent that process. Okay, so let's go to the next topic here. Okay, we are already at topic 3. By right, we can finish early today. Alright, declare and define. Often, built-in functions are not enough to tackle the wide array of programming challenges out there. But never fear, you can write your own functions too. A C++ function is comprised of two distinct parts. The first part is declaration. You have to declare the function. This includes the function name, or what the return type is, and any parameter exists in the function. If the function will accept input values known as argument, we will talk about arguments and parameters later on. As you can see from this GIF, okay, it has a very nice animating GIF for you to watch here. And the second part of function is definition, okay, also known as the body of the function, the body. So the declaration is the one at the top here only, the top portion here before the curly braces. Okay, before the curly braces here is what we call function declaration, and then the one inside this curly braces is definition, opening curly brace and closing curly brace. And then inside your main function, we call that external function just now, make sandwich. Okay, this is an example made in GIF video. So what is void? Okay, void means the function has nothing to be written back to main function. Okay, when it comes to, you will learn about return value later on. This is what we call return type. Okay, whenever the function is not gonna return anything back to the caller, then you can use void, something like this. The purpose of this make sandwich function is just to list down all the required ingredients to make a sandwich, or the one that I didn't know just now, the one ingredient was avocado, and then the egg, cheese, and then bread. So this is how we make a sandwich, right? So since this function is only outputting, displaying all these ingredients to your output screen terminal, then this function will not return anything to the caller, here. So the caller here simply make the call, and then the function will execute its task, and then that's it. It goes back to the main function without giving the main function any value or anything. So you will learn about that. Just keep that in mind for us. Void is something new to you today. Look at this overall structure first. Okay, you have this return type, which is this void here, and then the function name is make sandwich, followed by parentheses. You can use any names. It's like naming a variable as well. And then inside the parentheses, any parameters you have. It even put them in separated form here. They are separated by comma, meaning you have multiple parameters. This is what we call parameters. And then within the curly braces is where you have your code. And then at the end of your code, return output if there is any. So that is why I keep telling you that return 0 in main function is optional. If you have any return value, then you put there. If you don't have any, especially when you use void as the return type, you must not have any return word in your code. This is what it might look like with the real code. Alright, it is displaying the same thing here. Watch how make sandwich function get executed step by step. This is just a preview of how everything works, so don't worry about memorizing anything. In the next exercise, we will start building function from scratch. Alright, you have watched this quite a number of times already, so we can skip this. Let's go to here. A void. Yeah, now we are talking about void. Void is the point of no return. Oh, it sounds. Let's build a simple function with no input and output. We can do that. Enter the void specifier, which is added in the function declaration before function name. A void function, also known as a subroutine, has no return value, making it ideally suited for situations where you just want to print stuff to the terminal. For example, this code snippet here, animal chat. Okay, what is your favorite animal? You do have some declaration up here, string favorite, and then comma page. So there are two declaration up here. And then what is your favorite animal? FAV. Do you have a FAV as a pet? Yes or no? If you enter yes, why? How lucky you have a fav as pet. Okay, else that's too bad if you answer N instead. The above chat program is built to capture user response and print to the terminal without returning any value. Alright, let's look at the instruction. Above main, define, okay, it says above main, define a void function Oscar Wilde quote that prints the highest as the lowest form of criticism is a mode of autobiography. Okay, I don't know what does this mean. To the output the terminal. Alright, so let's define that function for this main.cpp. So let's start off with void, and then the name of that function is Oscar underscore Wilde quote. I don't know who is this Oscar guy. Who is this? Okay, let me check. Oscar Wilde quote. Irish poet, playwright. Okay, after writing blah blah blah, he became most playwright London. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not interested. Alright, so void Oscar Wilde quote, and then with the curly braces here, and then prints out this thing. So let me just follow the method here, stick out with standard colon and then followed by this. I'm not going to write all this, so I'm just copy them. I'm just gonna copy them, and then let me put double quote and then full stop. Maybe that's it. Okay. Alright, and then output to terminal, meaning that we have to call this function. So how to call this function? You just simply write the name of that function, while underscore quote, close it with semicolon, don't forget that, and then that's it. Let me run the code and you should be seeing, oh yeah, I forgot one thing, semicolon guys, semicolon. We are not doing Python here. Okay, run. You should be seeing the highest as the lowest form of criticism is a mode of autobiography. I'm not interested in this quote, just to show you how we can create a simple function of something that will print out the sentence to your terminal. So that is just how we can use this function. Alright, let's go to return types real quick. Okay, just now you learned about void. Oh, I should have I should have shown you what if you are trying to put return inside there. Okay, I'm not talking about return 0 here. Return 0 here is something that you would normally use. Okay, your code is still running here even though I put return 0. It's not there. Okay, the problem is when you try to put return value here. So let's say I'm returning 1 here. I'm returning this value of 1. It's just an integer. Let me run the code, and you will see return statement with a value in a function returning void. Okay, that is the error that you might see whenever you are trying to use this return keyword within a function that is having the return type of void. Okay, So whenever you use void, you cannot return anything, but if you use int, you can do so. Okay, you can do so. So if I run the code, you will see it is being run again. But if I change it back to void, and then let me change the number 100, you will see this error once again. Okay guys, can I see some response there? Okay, put so some okay sir as usual at the chat there. There should be around 10-second delay between my instruction to your response there. All right, okay, you should be responding now. Oh, thanks man, thanks man. Ya lebih-lebih man, ya lebih-lebih ya mengampu dah. Okay, okay, all right. So just keep that in mind whenever you use void, meaning you are not supposed to return anything, even though you don't even understand what this return for, right? Because we have not gone into that topic yet, and we are about to embark on that topic afterward. So here comes return type. Okay, return type. Beyond the void, it says here. When you do in fact want your function to return something and to pass information back to the rest of your program, C++ has you covered. Just like there are many variable types, there are many different return types for function. A function can return most data types we have covered, okay, including double, int, boolean, character, standard string, standard vector. I don't think we ever use standard vector for as long as I can remember. We never use vector. Okay, the example here is string always blue, return blue. Yeah, that's it. Okay, string always blue will return blue. The return statement is the last line of code that a function will execute. All right, you have to know where to put the return keyword. The return keyword will always be at the end of your function. There should be nothing else below the return keyword, because that the line after return will not be executed. For example, this second snippet here, you have return blue, exclamation with \n, and then suddenly you have another returned blue cout after that. The final line will not be executed because a value has already been returned. So the returned blue won't be printed to the terminal. Convert need IT support from a void function into a bool type function. Okay, here change it need IT support function. This is the need IT support function, so that it returns support. Okay, it returns support. So what to do here is simply changing the data type here. The return type should be changed to boolean, right? Boolean. And then you have the declaration inside here is yes, normal declaration bool. Bool, you have to remember, we are dealing with true and false, true or false. So boolean value could be 1 or 0 or true or false. Here it prints out something. Hello IT, have you tried turning it off and on again? Enter 1 for yes, 0 for no. So cin support, cout support, and then something needs to be done here. Change need IT support so that it returns the support. So we need to return this support. So return. Use the keyword return and then you put support. Return support. It will return that support value, which is basically the boolean, either true or false, to the main function. Change the following line to print the function result. Okay. change this line right here so that it will print out the resulting support value, meaning that we have to use standard cout here. Then that's it. We standard cout the function call. This is the function call. And then here is our function definition. Okay, at the top here it is function declaration, and then the whole thing inside here is what we call function definition. Alright, I think we are good to go here. I think it's giving me bash there. Maybe I'm just running this. Should be enough? No. Oh yeah, it's enough. Okay. So the instruction number 1 has been accomplished. We are currently printing support at the end of the function body, as you can see right here. At the end of function body, printing support. Remove that print statement, instead return support. Oh, I didn't see this instruction number 2 just now actually. So that we were supposed to do something else, which is remove that print statement. Remove this print out statement here. The cout statement should be removed, and then replace instead return support from the function. Inside the main, print the result of needed support to the terminal. I think we have done that. So let's run it again. This should be inside of main. Make sure to print the result of need support to the terminal. Yeah, I think I'm doing the right thing here. Return support. We're currently printing support at the end of the function body. Let's do that once again. Let me run it once again. You should see something here. Or am I supposed to run it manually? Okay, let me compile this code, main.cpp, and then /a.out. Alright, so we were supposed to run it manually. Sorry guys, I thought by clicking run it will run the code for me. So whenever I see this bash, I would think that the compiler needs to be run manually instead of just pressing this run. Okay, have you tried turning it off and on again? Let me press 1. Okay, nothing is being nothing is happening here. Wait, we are currently printing support at the end of function body just now. Yeah, it was like that. Remove that print statement, instead return support from the function. Now we are returning the support. Inside of main, print the result of need IT support to terminal. And we have done that as well. What are we supposed to do here? Okay, it was something like this earlier. Let me revert back to this. It was something like this. Let me run it again. Yes. Yeah, it is not doing anything. Wait, maybe here. Okay, let me press run first, and then let me. Okay. Yeah, it is printing out 1, as you can see here. 1 is being printed out. Okay, let me run it again. If I press 0, it will print out 0 for me. And then now we have to follow step 2. Okay, follow step 2. Remove cout support. Okay, it asked me to remove that, and then it asked me to return support. Maybe we were doing it earlier than expected, so the compiler or the program here is not understanding what's going on. Inside of main, print the result of need IT support. So we just use cout or with the standard : I think we are supposed to get it correct this time around. Okay, let's rerun the code. Let me clear the terminal first. Okay, Okay, g++ main, and then let's run the code. All right. Yep. Yeah, it is being printed out. It is being printed out there. Okay, but somehow, let me check some function. I don't think I am making any mistakes here. Now let me just refresh the page. Okay, we are at this stage here. Inside of main, make sure to print the result of need IT support to the terminal. Okay, indeed we are printing it out. Oh, maybe we were supposed to do it once again. Probably. Okay, need IT support. I guess that's it. Let's just see if we can get it to work this time. G++ main. I never thought that I would get stuck like this. One. Have you ever tried? Why is nothing? We are currently printing. What is going on here? Inside main, print the result of need IT support. Of course, we are printing it out now. We're currently printing support at the end of the function body. That was earlier. Remove the print statement. Obviously, we have removed that. Instead, return the support from the function. Okay, we are returning the support from that function. Inside of main, print the result of needs IT support to the terminal, and we have done that as well. Here we are printing out the result. Okay, as you can see here, we do have that ENDL here so that you can see it clearer. Oh, wow, what happened? Why am I getting stuck? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you guys have no idea what I am facing right now, right? So you don't even know what to say in the chat there. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Enter 1 for yes, 0 for no. Okay, obviously I entering. Why is it? Oh yeah, the process will be repeated because I'm calling it twice. Okay, let me press that 0 once again. Can we skip this? I think I'm pretty sure that I have done. We cannot skip. We cannot skip. We were supposed to do this sound function to call a function inside the main, print its result. You see, this is what I've done. Interesting. This is my first ever experience getting stuck in Codecademy for no reason. This is some function. Obviously, it is teaching me how to call the function and printing out the statement. Okay, let me just remove that straight away. My mind right now buffering. Need IT support. We were supposed to call this function. At the same time, we were supposed to print out the return value. That's it. That's all we have to do. Let me just run the code once again. See. Yeah. For some reason there is a glitch here, guys. There's a glitch. You see, what I'm doing right now is basically what I have been repeating for like 3 or 4 times already. I've been repeating this. All I need to do was to completely remove the original function call from the main, and then I have to rewrite it once again. Okay, rewrite it back so that I can get it to work. What a weird glitch here. How return value works. Alright, now we are moving on to this how return value works. Okay. Wow, what a great example here. Okay, this is not what I was expecting from Codecademy. Alright, good. When function have a return type other than void, the function has 2 new requirements. There must be a value returned from the function. The return value must be the same type as the function's return type. But where does the return value gets returned to? Right? You might be asking, or you might not be asking because you are buffering now. You're buffering. It gets returned to the place where the function is called. For example, if you have the following function, okay, as you can see here, string feed the cat. Cat is fat. Okay, this is the function that we have. Then the name of the function is feed the cat, and then the type of the function is string, and then the task inside that function is only cat is fat, and then print the function call inside of main. So inside of main you will declare this string cat underscore message feed the cat, and then you will see out the cat message. The return value of the function is what gets printed to the terminal. Watch how MakeSandwich passes its return value back to the function call in main. Wow, it's pretty much difficult for you to digest this for now, especially when you look at this sandwich example here. It's basically combining strings using this plus equal sign here that I have never ever demonstrated this kind of method to you. When it comes to string, okay, I never use this plus equal operator for combining string. This is what we call concatenate. Concatenate is to link strings together. Okay, if you have multiple words that you are trying to combine, so this is what we call concatenation. Okay, this might be the first time you hear that term, so you will keep on buffering this time around. So concatenating is a popular word in Python rather than C++. So this is the first time ever I use this term in C++. Okay, let me get back to this. As you can see, it's basically combining the string here. So inside the string you will have this word here, bread plus with egg plus with cheese plus with bread, something like that. Your sandwich now is making sandwich. You are calling this function, but this is not our demonstration for the day. But I think I can write this code in my own atom if you want to see how it works. So let me just go to my atom real quick. Okay, this was the playground that I used earlier this morning. So let me create another folder here, another file here, and then let me write that function real quick. Saving it at the GitHub topic 5. You guys still with me? Say hi, say hi. I will name this as MakeSandwich. maxsandwich.cpp. Hola. Of course I know lah. You keep on buffering. The rest of you, yes. Oh, Aman handsome dah ni tu. What the heck? Okay, using namespace std. I will write the code in our method of writing without the standard colon being repeated too much. Okay, so we have our first function here, which is string mac underscore sandwich, and then followed by this. I hope you can see my atom. Okay, now I am using my own atom here. String, the inside that function body, now we are declaring we are doing the function definition now. Just now what we have done is function declaration. Function declaration is the one with data type or the return type, and then the name of the function, and then we have this parenthesis. If you have parameter, there will be some items inside here. If you don't, then leave it empty. And then let's see the content of our function here. So we start off with, the variable called sandwich, and then equivalent to just an empty double quotes, because we are about to store something inside that variable. So we can just leave it empty first, and then here you can start adding the ingredient into our sandwich. So you can use this plus equal sign followed by the first ingredient is bread, the first layer is bread, not bread, and then if morning, let's do that. If the question is asking you if morning is equal to true, if morning is equal to true, then you will have this condition and this statement here, sandwich plus equals to egg. I like this example, by the way. I like this example. And then, but if it is not morning, if morning is false, then you proceed with the rest of the line down here. So you will add cheese to your sandwich, and then you will add what else, the last layer, which is bread once again, and then you have to return sandwich. Alright, okay, now we have done with our function definition. We have defined what this max sandwich function is supposed to do for our main function later. Alright, so now we get back to our main. Now we are starting to write our main function down here. Okay, inside the main function, you will do this standard. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Cout, and then your sandwich now, followed by this, followed by /n, and then you call the function max sandwich. Call that function by using this notation here, make sandwich followed by parenthesis and then followed by semicolon as usual. So this is the return statement that will be received by your main function, that will be received by this function call. This function call will execute everything inside the function body, and then at the end of the function it is returning the string. The string will be returned back to this caller function. We call this caller function. Alright, I guess that's it. If we save the code, and let's get to my terminal real quick. So I will need to go and change to my up CSC128 topic 5, and then as the sandwich mac sandwich.cpp is here, so let's compile the code mac sandwich.cpp. No need to name it, just leave it as a.out. Oh, sorry, I forgot to declare my morning variable, because the morning variable is there in the code, but suddenly cendol masih. Nobody is selling cendol sekarang kan? Ada kah cendol? Maybe online delivery kan ada. You can order food panda kah? We need to declare morning here. Yeah, inside here we need to declare one more variable called morning. So morning should be a boolean. Okay, boolean morning. This is something new. It's not within this code, but I can show you how does it look like. So let's just let our morning equals to true, and then see the result here. Okay, so if you use boolean morning equal to true, then your sandwich is now bread, egg, cheese, bread, and that is gonna be the layer of your sandwich. Okay, let us change the morning to false. Let's say it is not morning, it is in the afternoon, it is at night. Okay, so let me rerun the code once again. As you can see, your sandwich is now only bread, cheese, and bread without egg. As you can see, you can make some difference in the output of your process here by changing this boolean value, because you do have this condition here. Okay, when the boolean morning is true, then sandwich is gonna be added with egg. Otherwise, you skip the egg and then you proceed with bread, cheese, and bread. So this shows you how we are getting the return value from external function, and then we print it out using cout from within our main function here. Other than using just a hard-coded value like the one that I've done just now, we can ask for the question, is it morning? Is it morning now? You ask this question, is it morning now? And then you will get the input from user, morning. We can type 1 for yes. This is to let the user know what to enter. Okay, so let me run the code once again, recompile the code, and then rerun the code. You can see that the program start off with asking us, is it morning now? So 1 for yes and 0 for no. So let me press 1. So you can see the ingredient is bread, egg, cheese, bread. Let me run the code once again, and then if it is not morning, I will put 0 for my answer here, and then my ingredient is gonna be bread, cheese, bread only. So I hope that this example has giving you some idea on what this return value is all about. This is the only method that is quite confusing for you, maybe whenever we are doing this concatenating method. You are adding more stuff to your sandwich variable here. Sandwich variable will keep all those things that has been added to it. You can add more stuff here. You can add more items here, like before we end the layer there, we can add more stuff here. So plus equal to like hamburger maybe, burger, beef. Can add beef there, and then you can add more stuff here. Sandwich. What should we add here? What should we add here? Some sauce lah kan? Sauce. Then mayonnaise. Okay, egg added with mayonnaise, let's say. So if it is morning, so you will add these two inside your sandwich. So mayonnaise, right? Mayonnaise. The spelling is like that. All right. Okay. Let's rerun the code once again. I think I need to make a few ENDL here so that you don't see it too near with my terminal prompt. Okay, I'm running it once again, but this time around I've added more stuff inside here. Okay, is it morning now? Let us choose 0 first. No. And then your ingredient is gonna be bread, cheese, beef, sauce, bread. Okay, I have added more stuff, so it is being added to the ingredient. Now let us choose 1, and then as you can see, it gets even longer, the list. It is adding the egg and mayonnaise as well. Alright, okay. Am I making it clear now to you? I think we have gone through this quite in detail, maybe. I hope that you understand how to use the concatenating method. When it comes to string, you can combine multiple strings together just by using plus, equal, sign. Foo! Buffering banyak sir. Oi. It's okay, you can keep on repeating the video so that you will get a better understanding of this code here. The code right here is quite nice. I like the way they are doing this example. Since this is my first time using this function topic to teach C++, I never used this. I never come to this topic. I never use this topic for teaching. Basically, I always use the earlier topic. During the previous batch, I used only the previous topic, like selection structure, the repetition structure, but I think I've never used this function topic for teaching purpose. Yeah. Dalam project kita kelak perlu ada coding function juga kah? Kah coding kelak depends dengan topik kita kelak? You have to include function. You have to include function. As for now, your progress might be, you can write up until repetition structure. You can include some form of repetition stuff inside your code. You can always refer back to the assignment that I have uploaded. This is the centroids.cpp. You don't forget about this. You have a very good example right here that you can use as template. You just copy this code and then you paste it inside the compiler, and then you run it first to get a better understanding of how do we play around with all these functions. Okay, you must have function in your code, otherwise you will get a low mark because of not including any function in any part of your code. This is what I mean by including function in your code. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 function. 12 functions is being used in my code here. And then, as you can see, I'm using quite a lot of library here. This is the way of getting A+ in C++. You must have all this stuff inside your header, and then you must have this kind of code, so that your code will be very is a very powerful code. It's not just a simple like C in and C out task. You are not just doing a C in and C out. so you have to perform many things inside your code. So part of it is algorithm. You must have some form of like calculation happening, arithmetic operation happening in your code. So the great thing about function is that I'm just showing you this real quick. The great thing about having a function in your code is, look at my main function here. Look at my main function. Do you see any code inside my main function? Obviously you don't. Okay, what you see now in my function is just a function call. Okay, all I did in my main function is simply calling them. Okay, first process I call the intro animation. The intro animation will do its stuff. And then after the intro animation has completed its task, next process is to call choose beam type. Okay, I will call the next function choose beam type. As you can see from this comment here, ask user to choose beam type. And then after the user has chosen their preferred beam type, the next process is to calculate the centroid. Okay, I will call another function called beam selection. Okay, beam selection with something as the parameter here. Okay, I do have the argument here. Argument is obtained from somewhere else. Okay, you have to look at the flow. And then the fourth process is draw the shape of centroid. Draw shape with centroid. So redraw shape with centroid is being called here with this argument. With this parameter here, draw centroid code. And then lastly, the process is asking user if they want to repeat the process, restart prompt, and then return 0 at the end. As you can see, there is no such thing as cin, cout, or any declaration inside my main function. That is simply because I am implementing this function-based programming. This is what we call modular approach. Modular approach when it comes to programming. The purpose is simply to let someone like you who were not involved in writing this code, at least you get some overview of what the code is all about just by looking at my function. By reading all the names of the function, you at least will get some idea of what this code is all about. Okay, if you start looking at this, you will for sure will be buffering. Okay, because you don't even understand what is currently happening. Why is it so many things inside here? So I have simplified all the process just by calling them. So all the tasks is being defined within each function here. So you have to write that function definition. And then all the declaration is actually outside my main function, as you can see here. This will be covered under scope that we will go through later on. Okay, this is what we call global scope. Whenever you are declaring your variable outside main function. Okay, enough with that. Let's get back to this. Okay, 7. It's getting hot here. I didn't turn on my aircon. Returning data is all well and good, but let's say you are visiting New York City and you have been told that New Yorkers usually add a 20% tip for restaurant and taxis. It would be really convenient if you could just build a function that accepted different prices as input and figured out how much you should tip. As it happens, you can do that with parameters. Parameters, sometimes called formal parameter, are variables used in a function definition. They act as placeholders for the input values you will use during your function call. Whatever. Okay, here you have this GIF here. You have a function do something, and then inside the parentheses is now you have a parameter. As you can see, the inside main function, you call the function like this, do something, and then you put the number inside the parentheses which act as an argument for that function. And then for that function, it will receive that value, the argument value, as a parameter. Okay, so you have to know these two terms. One is argument from the function caller, and then the parameter is being seen as the function itself. The function sees the number that it receives as a parameter. Okay, in the function below, price is the function's parameter, and it is a double. As you can see from the declaration here, double. It is declared between parentheses and then used in the body of the function. Okay, so you will get this price as a parameter, and then price will be multiplied with 0.2. Then when you are ready to use your function, the value you pass to the function is called an argument, or also known as actual parameter. In this case, 15.75 is the argument that is passed to the function. Okay, double tip equals to get tip 15.75. Alright. We don't have to do that. You look at the instruction here. Your work with emergency services in Britain, and the emergency number just changed. Oh, really? Really? Do I need to watch this? Yikes! It's 1 second, 1 minute 25 seconds.
Ever happened to you?
Let me watch this.
From today, dialing 999 won't get you the emergency services. And that's not the only thing that's changing. Nicer ambulances, faster response times, and better looking drivers mean they're not just the emergency services, they're your emergency services. So, remember the new number.
What a long number! How are we supposed to remember that?
That's...
I've had a bit of a tumble.
Well, that's easy to remember. 0118 999 88199 9119 725 3.
Okay, and that's a great short advertisement for us this evening. Yikes, that's a big change. What if the number changes again? Let's build a function that prints out the current emergency number, whatever it is, from now on. Above main, define a void function get emergency number. Alright, so void get underscore emergency underscore number with parenthesis. Letaklah sekali saya. Dah letak sikit. Letak sikit cukup lah. That accept one parameter, right? This is gonna be receiving one parameter. So what is the parameter? Well, the parameter is gonna be string with the name emergency number. So string, the name is emergency number, emergency underscore number. I hope I would get it right this time around. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. We can define a void, right? Data set. Okay, let's run it. Should be tick. Yes, good. Now in the get emergency number function, print out dial with the emergency number that was passed into the function. Okay, so we need to print out dial. So standard cout, print out the word dial first, dial, and then with a space, as you can see here, with one single white space after dial. Dial with one space, and then with the emergency number. So you just put that emergency. There is no autocomplete here, so I need to write it manually. Emergency number, and then maybe we can put the standard ENDL here at the end. Alright. Okay, I guess we can run it again and see if this works. Alright, good. Call get emergency function from main. In main, to see the number gets printed. So how do we call that? Okay, how we need to call that function. As you can see here, original emergency services number is 999. Suddenly, for nicer ambulance, faster response time, and better looking driver, or this was the joke just now. String new emergency number is 0118 999 881 999 119 725 3. So you will get this number to be printed out in the external function there. So call that function by using the name itself, get emergency underscore number, followed by the new underscore emergency. This will be the argument for this function call, new emergency underscore number. That is how you do it. So this is what we call invoking a function, calling a function. And then while we are calling the function, we are also including one argument during the call. This is what we call this is also known as what? Actual parameter that we need to pass to the external function here. So let's run the code and we should be getting okay as well here. Why are we looking at all this mess here? Don't know. Okay, we can proceed to 8. Okay, almost done. Hang on, taking multiple argument. Hang on, you may be thinking, are you limited to one parameter per function? Not at all. You can add as many as you like, but you will have to remember their order when you call the function. As you can see here, there are multiple parameters inside this parenthesis. So the first parameter is double price, the second parameter is double tip, the third parameter is boolean total included, and then inside the function definition you do have all this condition. So here we have 3 parameters, right? As I've mentioned, when calling get tip, it is important to call it with price first, tip second, and return total last. So get tip with the price first, 0.25, and then the tip, which is either true or false, and then the return total. So this code results in 56.875, which you could run out to 56.88 if you wish to run this code. Are we supposed to run it? Define a void name function name x times that takes 2 parameters, name and integer x. So let's do that now. Okay, define a void function. All right, we have void here, and then the name of the function is name underscore x underscore times, followed by parentheses, and then we have our curly braces as usual, and then inside that parenthesis we do have 2 parameters. So one parameter is string name, the second parameter is integer x. That's it. Then let's run to proceed. Okay, inside the function body of name x times, create a while loop that will run as long as x is greater than 0. Alright, create a while loop. So while with parentheses here, and then followed by curly braces again. So while as long as x is greater than 0. So x is greater than 0. While x is greater than 0, pretty sure you are buffering all the way. I'm following the instruction, so you should see how I am interpreting the instruction. That is how you learn. Okay, look at how I'm interpreting it line by line. This is considered as something similar to pseudocode. I am interpreting the pseudocode made by Codecademy, and then I'm translating it into C++ program. You should be able to do that as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I'm seeing that 37. You should increase my subscribers. Inside the function blah blah blah. Okay, we have done this. I think we can proceed so that we get we get tick for the second one. Sub now. Right, help for review, show. Oh, are you promoting your own channel, please? You are promoting your own channel. What the heck? By the end of the session, the subscriber number should not be 37. Okay, you should subscribe to my channel. Inside the while loop, okay, print name to the terminal. Print name to the terminal. Okay, inside the while loop, print name to the terminal. All right. Now I understand. Meaning that we need to use the standard cout, and then name to the terminal. What else? Are we supposed to do this ENDL? Wait. Print name to the terminal. Below the print statement, decrement or decrease x by 1 so that x is smaller. It's a smaller number on the next loop. Oh, I see. So now we need to decrease x value, so we can use x minus minus. Yeah, x minus minus. All right. So I guess. All right. Okay. We are progressing. I mean the channel. Okay, just tap on that subscribe. It's not that difficult. You are currently inside of YouTube, so just press that subscribe button. Now call the name x times. Okay, in main. Alright, now we are ready to call. Okay, we are ready to call. That's all we need to do inside your external function there. And then some number here is 5 already. Or add your name here. Don't forget to change my name. Alright, add your name here. So let's say we are writing a Batman. Yeah, as I'm wearing my Batman shirt as usual. It's Batman. Wow. It's yellow by the way. It's greenish. Oh yeah, it's removing the green color there. Yeah, it's light green. Sorry. We should call this name x time here. Name x times, and then followed by a parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, you need to include that sum number. The sum number. Steady. Some number. Okay, now you should be seeing Batman being printed out, I think 5 times. Yeah. Okay, let's go and run the code. My name. Oh, sorry. Do we need to? Don't forget. Now call name x times with my name and some. Are we supposed to? Yeah, we should to call inside of main. You see, this is another problem here. I might need to redo this. Name x. The problem starts again. I'm pretty sure this is the same as. Oh, sorry. I forgot. We have 2 parameters. Sorry, that was my mistake. Times time. Yeah. Bukan time. No. It was not. That was not the problem. But the problem is actually I have got two parameters, so I need to include two arguments. So one is my name, the other one is some number. Then I would get it right. So what? My name, some number. Okay, now it gets interesting. So what is going on here? So wait. What is it about now? Okay, let me refresh. I hope that, yeah, it is restarting the process again. Okay, let me rerun it real quick. Alamak. And then another problem here. Now I have no idea. Okay, change this if you like. Okay, I'm not gonna change. No, yeah, let me just change that if you wish. Batman. Okay, so now we just need to call name underscore x underscore times with the parentheses. This is currently inside main, and then with my name as one of the parameter, one of the argument, and then some number as the second argument. Some number is supposed to be the second argument here. And then let's reset exercise. I'm not gonna reset exercise. Okay, let's look at the hint here. Some number. Oh no, that is the one at the top here. We did it right. Yeah, we did it right. But somewhere here is something is wrong. Let me change the name to ZD. So obviously name, make sure to call name x times inside of main. Obviously I'm calling you. I am already calling you. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Don't forget to change my name to your name. Alright, we have done that. Call name x time with main with my name and some argument as some name, some number. Okay, now it's time to do the trick that I did earlier. Maybe I need to copy. That won't do the trick because it is basically the same. Okay, what is it? Name was, yeah, you see, name x was not name x times in some number. What? In some number? No. This is basically just a variable some number. Change this if you like. It means the value. The value is the one that is suggesting to change. IO stream is being declared up here. Is it like this? Is it supposed to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Okay. Void name x times. I did it right earlier. Then name underscore x underscore times. And then I'm calling that function just like that. Then supposed to get it right now. String name string was not declared. Where did I get it wrong? String. Oh, am I supposed to? Oh, okay, now I know. If I run this again, no, yeah, you almost get it right, Isaac. You almost get it right, but actually I noticed that we cannot simply use string return type. String data type here cannot be used standalone like this. It needs to have standard string in front. Now that's the weird thing about string here. String needs to be declared with standard string if you don't have using namespace std. Okay, as you can see right there. The problem was simply because I thought that string is just like int. As you can see, int, we don't even have to declare standard colon in front. That is why you get that error. And I noticed that error from here because it says the error start from line 3. The error start from line 3, and then something is wrong here. It says string was not declared. Okay, if it says string was not declared, meaning that your compiler doesn't even know where to get this string. Okay, what are you referring to, this string? It means that we are missing these using namespace std. With that, this one right here, you don't even needs to have standard in front. You can remove all the standard colon if you wish to use this method. Saya rasa function tu complicated, sir. What do you mean by complicated? Is the topic complicated or this function complicated? Boleh include? Oh, cannot exclude. So let me change it back to Batman. As you can see, it will do the Batman 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Alright, next. Almost finished the topic here. How parameters and argument works. A function with parameters has couple of requirement. Let's see. No, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Shut up. Did I deserve that? Siri said to me. The function call must include the same number of argument as there are parameters. The corresponding argument must be passed in the same order. Wow. I don't think we have time to do this. But it's a good example here. It's a good example. Maybe I can bring this to next week. By calling a function with argument, you are telling the function, hey function, when you execute, use this value where you have parameters in your definition. Yeah, something like this. Something like the main function is telling the external function what to do. While it executes, anyway the function comes across a parameter, it replaces the parameter with the corresponding argument. Take a look at how our updated max sandwich function execute when it gets called with ingredient as argument. As you can see, this max sandwich has ingredient as argument. Peanut butter is the first argument and jelly is the second argument. And then inside this function declaration up here, peanut butter will go into string ing1. String ingredient 1 means. And then jelly will go into string ing2. And then here inside the function definition itself, ing1 will be added into the sandwich string. ing2 will also be added to sandwich string. And in the end, you will get the output as bread, peanut butter, and then jelly. Oh, okay. I think that is all, I guess. Okay. Wow. Check out all you have learned about C++ function. Is it all? No, it's not all. Okay, you have to watch my video with group C later on. It's not afterward. Okay. You have to watch that because I will cover each and every type of function. Okay, because this feels like a very minimalistic when it comes to their approach in teaching you what function is all about. But in my Google slide, it's actually I'm taking from other sources as well for that teaching purpose. So inside my Google slide, it is more precise when it comes to the arrangement of the topic. You will learn from the very basic type of function to a more complicated type of function. Here we jump straight to this fancy stuff with argument, with parameters. We go straight into the complicated part. Yeah, I do agree with Arman tadi. He said that function complicated. It's because of we are following this syllabus right here. If you watch the video in the morning with Group C, you will find that it's actually it's a more simpler approach. Okay, it's a more easier to understand approach that I did with Group C rather than you. But either way, it's a win-win situation. You are looking at the complicated way of learning function here, but you can always revisit that video that I did this morning in order to learn from scratch. Okay, learn the function, how to use function from the very basic way of doing it. Okay, a function is a name. This is a review. A function is a name group of statements that do something together. Function allow you to create more flexible, modular, and dry. Don't repeat yourself code. C++ has many built-in functions. Functions are called like function name. A function has declaration with a return type and possible parameters. A function has a definition or body with a group of statements and a possible return value. Void functions do not have return values. Okay, you better watch the video I made this morning. I have really demonstrated on how to use this void function and how what will happen if you put some return value within that function. About the watch video we will see. Okay. Function with a return value have return statement, which is the return keyword at the end. Parameters are variable used as placeholder for a function input values. Arguments are a function actual input values. Okay, learning C++ is basically a repetitive job. You have to keep repeating yourself. You have to keep on practicing in order for you to understand all this stuff. It's not just by watching my stream now you can simply grab everything 100%. No, it's not like that. Okay, if I put myself in your shoes, okay, I might be thinking like, what am I watching now? Okay, because this requires a lot of practice. You just need to learn from practicing, learn from repeating code writing. So that is how we learn programming. It's not just by watching a video and then you suddenly get it off straight away. You have to understand that I have been writing computer programming. I've been doing this for many years, starting from 2010 probably. So it has been 10 years of programming, and versus your level, you might not even have any experience in code writing at all. That is all about experience. Okay, we learn from experience. Now you know enough C++ to create some pretty cool project on your own, but as you will see, there are still many ways to improve your code. Try using function to rewrite or refactor that IT conversation program we showed you. You can also use this space to play around with building your own function. Okay, here I'm just gonna create a simple function called void conduct IT support. Okay, I will make a function conduct IT support. Conduct IT support with the question here, on and off. Okay, up until on and off. So everything here will be everything here will be cut and then put inside here. Okay, that is how I am transforming this code from just a sequential code that keeps on repeating itself into a function. Okay, so now let me look at this pattern again. Okay, since this part of the code from line 21 and line 23 is basically the same as from my line 7 until line 10 now, is basically currently inside my conduct IT support function, so I can get rid of this few lines here. Okay, get rid of that, and then check in with Jen, you leave it there, and then check in with Roy, you leave it there. Here it's supposed to have this, sorry, here you are supposed to have this comment so that you know where to call the function later on. Okay, let me make it smaller. Alright, so what else? Install the machine, conduct again. Okay, you see this one is also the same process, so you have no purpose of repeating that once again. So now, as you can see, the code is getting smaller and smaller here without any repetition of all these statements. So what we can do here is to call that function. We call that function simply by using the name conduct IT support. Alright, there you go. And then for the second process, conduct IT support again, and the last process, conduct IT support again. Okay, that is how you do it. Now let's run the code. I don't think running will do anything, so we just run gg++. The name of the code is it.cpp, it.cpp, and then let's do this together. Okay, hello IT, have you tried turning it on and off again? And then let's just use yes for my response. Oh, hi Jen, hello IT, have you tried turning it off and on again? You see, we are repeating the process, but we just calling the function. No, you stole the stress machine, but that's still it. Hello IT, blah blah blah. Yes, so you can see that is how we do the function call here. This is what we call function call. Then we made 3 function call in our program. 3 function call because we were supposed to keep on repeating the same stuff here. Okay, this is basically the end of the session today. The end of the session. We have reached the end of the. Do we have challenge? Maybe yeah, I think it's time for challenge. Move on to challenge when you're ready. Let me just save this for next week. Okay, I think we can all do this together next week. So as your assignment, maybe you have to complete the function topic inside your Codecademy. I'm pretty sure you know how to do that. Okay, you need to complete that before we go to the challenge next week. How to do that? Simply you log into Codecademy as usual. You go to Codecademy, you log in with your Gmail account, and then under the syllabus, you are supposed to be able to jump straight to function. Okay, I think we have managed to finish your loop. Okay, or I can't remember. But just ignore that, and you skip vector, and you go straight to function, and then you click on interactive lesson. And then you should start off with the first topic, which is the functions of function. Okay, you do this so that when we arrive to next week, okay, we can start with the challenge straight away, because if you have not finished the tutorial here, you will not be able to go to this challenge. Probably this will be a good hands-on practice for you guys next week. Oh, it's very hot here. Write a function introduction with no return. Okay, this is a very good challenge for us to do. There are 7 here. There are 7 subtopics here. Yeah, there are many things to be done next week. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. We will take the attendance to see if you guys are still here with me. That is why I am asking for your attendance at the end of the class, because I wanted to make sure that everyone is here. So the value is fluctuating. Why my subscribers is not increasing? Okay, where are you guys? Why are you guys not subscribing? I know lah, the channel is not very boring. Okay, so saya siap scan ya, siapa? So whoever cannot scan, just tell me. So I can't open. Alright, it's okay. Coding for attendance. Yeah, I know that. Nah, 2 orang tu je tinggal. Isaac, Shubert already subscribe. Okay, good. Wow, nice. That is how the chroma key works. It removes the color of anything that looks green. How about my controller here? Is it changing? Is it changing? I need to wait for the stream to be able to load my yeah, because it is orange, right? I thought it was a green first. So yeah, flex controller. Actually, this is a Nokia controller I bought from Shopee. This one costs 70 ringgit. 70 ringgit. And the problem is when I played Far Cry, right, I noticed that when I press forward, it doesn't really work. I have to press hard, and then yeah, I've smashed the button. Actually, I've smashed it a lot due to stress. So basically I have destroyed this controller, but it still can be used. Maybe my students play FIFA with this. Maybe they are not really facing problem with forward movement. But somehow when you play like first person game, you need to press forward a lot, then you will find problem with that. Same as mine. Actually, there is a story behind this controller. Why did I buy this? Because one of my controller got stolen. Okay, there is some thief in campus 1, and they stole my controller from the lab, and then I have to buy a new one. I do have my original controller. My original controller is in. Okay, this is the Sony original controller, and it feels quite different, especially the directional key here. The Raspbies. UATM hebat. And then one more thing about yang third party controller, baterinya Nokia. It would finish faster than the original controller lah. But the rest of the component here, it feels okay lah. The trigger is okay, the button is okay. It's just that the quality of the joystick here is questionable. Suntok kan, dicuri. both were original. So saya beli dua-dua original. And then suddenly someone stole that because I leave it in my lab, and then I got other students, not engineering students. They are other students coming into that lab. So those are the people. Maybe during the early January this year, it happened before we started this semester, March semester, somewhere in January after Christmas in December, up until January, and unfortunately my CCTV was not functioning that time. The CCTV inside my lab was not functioning, so I couldn't get any evidence. So I'm not blaming everyone. It's just the suspect, just suspecting. All right, okay. Why it's only 14 of you here? Why it's only 14 of you? So boleh check IG games outlet. What is inside games outlet? Please. Games outlet. Your game solution. Kenanya murah kah? Ni ada jual controller copy ori. Is it? What? Why am I looking at this? Nya IG. Oh, you're asking me to go to IG. I thought you. Oh, they do have Shopee. Jangan ni kan? Jual game ya. I'm not interested lah. I'm not buying any games anymore. For now. Line slow. But what I wanted to play is this one, Need for Speed Heat. It's still expensive now. Alright, if you have scanned the code. Shopee sih tahu mes Shopee. Where are the rest of you? Best kan? Best kan? Because nya macam underground. Nya back to the real DNA of Need for Speed. That's what I noticed lah. DNA Underground 2 zaman tahun 2000 berapa dulu? 2004, 2005 macam ni kan. Underground 1 kan. Underground 2 is around 2007 kan. Ciao lo, line sip apa bagus. Siapa? Okay, bye Charlene, bye. Okay everyone, have a great rest this evening. Selamat berbuka. Yang lain dah ciao lepas ambil attendance. But still 18 of you inside here. I think they are leaving the computer lah kan. They keep on opening the YouTube there. So since that nobody else is scanning this, I'm just going to override the attendance later on. Okay, Colin, ya, noted. Siapa lagi tadi yang madah? Apa tadi madahnya siapa scan? Ibni, Colin. How about the rest of you? Dapat sibuk nggak? Sebab games outlet dia jual 120 kopi ori. Oh, mahal lah. Ya. At least 70 ringgit is acceptable for me. 70 ringgit. Thank you for today. Alright, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Selamat berbuka puasa. Alright. Okay, let's end the stream now because my PC, my laptop is very hot. Okay, I will end the stream. Bye bye.